Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League Premier League here with Bath City up in League 2. Struggling really. We had a good opening day with a 2-1 win late on thanks to the man Paco Evoki running basically from the halfway line. We then went on now to lose 2-1 there against Crewe and then a 2-1 loss there against Plymouth, which was expected. Third game here in Sky Bet League 2 up against Grimsby, who have also won one, lost one, and have a 0 goal difference, so exactly the same as us. However, we obviously played that game against Plymouth only 2 days ago, and we're up against Grimsby now. So I'm expecting a tired team. I'm expecting a struggle. I'm going with pretty much what I believe to be my strongest 11. Parsley doing well. I'm tempted, to shuffle a few players. I'm still concerned about Alves out on that right. He's actually tempted me to be honest, to change my formation. Down here in the reserves, there's no one amazing. I know Georgiou's a good player. He could potentially come in and help this team. Keto Diar was just not at the level we need. But I look at most of the defence, and none of them really are either. So St. Louis coming onto the bench here, the young 19-year-old, who's mainly an attacking midfield left. Brown's very good at that. It's just Alves. Do I swap Brown and then go St. Louis? Do I potentially put Georgiou in that left midfield spot? I think this is what I'm going to go for today. Having to play Aaron Jones at right back by the looks of it. As Akpan is out injured, hopefully will return for the next game. Mitchell and Tilson in midfield. The only player I prefer in there is Warrior over Tilson, to be honest. I want to keep improving some of these younger players and not worry about these oldies who are going to drop off towards the end of this year anyway. Still waiting for Diop to return. He looks like the main replacement for Alves that I've currently got in my squad. I am still trying to find loans. There's not really much on the market I feel is going to improve me. Every single player I look at loaning is only about the same standard as my team. Now, it would be good to have that kind of depth, but at the same point, I need to improve on my starting 11. Because really, like I said, none of them should be playing in this league, in League 2. They've done wonders last season to get us here. And it's what can they do this season? Players growing with us, the likes of Parcel, still in the starting lineup. He's been with us since the National League South, same as Windsor. The rest have joined later on, but they haven't overly improved my level. Very limited funds here still at Bath City, and I think we're just growing too quick for the squad. But we need to at least survive in this league, because if I get relegated and lose money, I'm not going to be able to improve my squad much. Good ball down to the young man Parsley here. A ball towards Windsor at the back. Wow, saved by Jaskalainen. Put behind for a corner to Bath. And looking at the stats early on, it looks like Grimsby are in control of this game. But we are still getting some chances. And the whole point of my current tactic and formation is the fact that we are going to give up a lot of chances, but we want to defend them really well and go from there. But we need to just grind out points, grind ourselves to safety. And I'm already looking towards next season, knowing I'm going to have to build upon whatever we do this year. And hopefully this year we do stay in League 2. Brown winning that ball back well. Battling with the left back. Manages to get ball in it somehow. Found its way to Windsor, who smashes that home past Jaskalainen. And it looked like poor defending at the back post by Grimsby. Brown here almost loses the ball. Just manages to get a foot on it against Sweeney. He whips that in. And you'll see the defenders at the back. Misses the ball completely, and Windsor smashes it home on his left foot for its first goal of the season, putting Bath City 1-0 up here. We're known for having a good start to the season, Bath City, throughout the 2 seasons I've managed so far. And it's the mid-season drop-off that I worry about. So I know by the time we get to the middle of the season, we want to be well clear of those relegation spots. So these points early on in the season are very important. Sassy taking a step forward into midfield. Parsley to Windsor. That's a foul, ref. Red card. And that's a positive here. Warrior on the free kick. Goes for goal. Oh, cannons off the bar. Brown nods it back to Jones. Is that a foul? No, an offside called. But Grimsby finding himself one man down already inside the first half. And this is something we really need to capitalise on. St. Louis down injured. Georgiou coming on. A bit more of a defensive winger. Probably not the worst, considering where we are. One goal up. The opponent's one man down. 4 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. And that's a good ball. Brown's found his way through with a bit of space. A good ball towards Parsley. Well cleared. Grimsby back on the ball now. Can they mount a chance on a quick counter-attack? Parsell beaten way too easily there. And we've conceded against a 10-man side. And that's poor. Parsell gets beaten way too easy. Cabia going through on goal. Smith, I believe that is really well to get foot in, but it just lands at the feet of the Grimsby striker to level the game just before half time. Alvin Jones desperately looking to come off. So I'm going to drop Warrior to right back and bring on Tilson. That will be it for the half-time changes. Don't want to change too much. But this is a game we must try and go on a win now with the man advantage. But it looks like Grimsby are still getting the majority of the chances. And it looks like we are still struggling against what effectively might be a 9-man side at the moment. We really, really need to start to do something here. As we approach the 60th minute, we've not really put our foot on the game for this second half. We're going to push to the slightly more attacking version of this formation. A lot of tired players out there, but it's who's going to make the difference for us. Windsor's coming off for Foki. Alva's on for Brown. We've got one sub left. It might be Smith at left back for the on loan defender, Johnny La. 25 minutes left in this game for Bath City to take advantage of the fact that the opposition are one man down. Ball play through, but it runs through to Casagrande now. Starting from the back, goes up wide towards Jordan Tilson, who for some reason is playing right back, even though I blatantly put Warrior there. It's a bug lately, it seems, in FM. Let's quickly pause this game. Sort the tactics out. Make sure all these players are in the correct position. And continue. Another chance there, though, for Grimsby. They put to waste. Casagrande out wide. Down to Georgiou. What can he do from here? Ball over to Jordan Alves, but it's one back. And it's Grimsby again who are looking to push forward. Well intercepted, Parsley back to Alves. Alves to Warrior. Down the line, Tilson's not going to get that. Jaskalainen boots the ball clear. Burns picks it up for Grimsby. To Palmer. Back to Burns. And he's allowed to run down the wing. Can he find a man in the box or an opportunity to shoot himself? It's a save by Casagrande. And I think this game is reflecting what a struggle this season could be. Because Grimsby, despite being one man down, are still having the better of the opportunities here against us. And the stats are showing the opposition really are still in control of this game. Into the final 10 minutes now. Is anyone going to find a winner? The ball here with Grimsby, they play it long. Georgiou's got plenty of time to recover Look up, picks up Tilson. Ball over the top pucker with Voki running through. But the ball run through to Jaskalainen. Running down the clock a bit. He knows his team, one man down, are under pressure. But a long ball. And what a finish by Soonsup Bao. And despite the opposition being down to 10 men, we find ourselves behind. An awful display, really, from the boys in the black and white. 5 minutes left. We need to try and find something from this game. Pass out to Tilson out wide to Georgiou. Here go back to Tilson now. Ball over the top to Pakavovoki. Slows the game down, plays it back to Mitchell to Georgiou. Georgiou, can he pick anyone out? Tries to find Parsley, but it's well defended by Grimsby, and it's a corner for Bar City. Into the final 5 minutes now. 3 minutes of stoppage time. And that there's a poor performance. The opposition down to 10 men from the 34th minute. But in the next 55 minutes, we just couldn't find our way through. And a lovely finish by the Grimsby striker. Put the nail in the coffin of a poor performance. And that is poor. This is going to be one hell of a struggle this season. That is really, really bad. Our next game against Oldham, who are yet to win a game this season. We need to pick up points early on. I touched upon it in the game. But these early points are going to be way, way, way too important to miss out on. Especially in a game where the opposition will a man down for 55 minutes. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.